Benevolent capitalism. If that doesn't seem like a contradictory term, we probably don't know what is. How can capitalism possibly be for the good? There are so many aspects of that system that you and I morally feel and know are not for the good of most people. Nevertheless, here we are with capitalism very popular in much of the world, and if it's not going away anytime soon, the best we can do is to steer capitalism in a direction that helps the world. Where capitalism has gone awry, if we had to boil that down to some core components that are not positive, where it has gone awry is that it's become very focused on just profit, not on people or the environment or animals. And because stakeholders have become the gods of capitalism, the way to rectify that system would be to once again make people, animals, and the planet what matters the most. And that is what matters the most. If you work for others, you may feel there isn't a way to change that system and to prioritize people, animals, and the environment. But I believe there is, and I'll share a little bit about that. At our jobs, there's always one person that we particularly like. Maybe it's someone higher up in management, or it could be one of our coworkers. But there's someone that we like and we relate to well. And that's the starting point for benevolent capitalism when you're working for other people. You and one other person, that's all it takes to make a decision that you're going to take an aspect of your work and you're going to contribute to the world to make it a better place. Take a few minutes and have a conversation with the person that you get along with at your job. Tell them your idea. Tell them you want to find a way through your work to make the world a better place. And then the two of you create a plan for how you can contribute financially to your community to help the world to be a better place. Now, I understand this may seem very far-fetched, an idea that just won't work, pie in the sky, but I've enacted it in my own businesses against all odds, and I've been able to contribute thousands and thousands of dollars to communities all around the world. And I, my friend, like you, am just another timid person who doesn't feel important but wants to do something to make the world a better place. So I really encourage you that the one person at your job whom you respect and like, someone that you can laugh with and cry with, just ask them for a couple of minutes of time and tell them your idea. I don't know what to do and I don't know how to do it, you can tell them, but I know that I want to contribute to the good in the world, and I believe that through this company we can do that. What are your ideas? And from that starting point, in your own words, believe me and try to trust me a little bit that your heart opening up to the heart of someone else in the company in which you work, your heart's connecting will create a beginning place to change your community, to help your community, and to expand the business that you're in into being a helping hand for people in the area. Maybe the idea you and your coworker come up with will be something as straightforward as having a fundraiser with the employees of your company working together to raise funds for a local organization. A simple fundraiser, a way to begin, would be to have a garage sale where all of your employees on one weekend day bring in what they no longer need and sell it, and donate 100% of what was sold to the local organization in your community that you want to help. That one garage sale fundraiser is the beginning of a movement of benevolent capitalism within the company for which you work, because 1, you helped other people by donating money to them, which changed their lives in a beautiful way, and 2, all that was sold at the garage sale has now become recycled and has gone to good use. So in that, you're also helping the environment. Another idea, something that you could do within your company, is put together a dinner and have everyone contribute a food item and charge an amount for attendance, open it up to the community, and take that money that is raised through this dinner and donate it to an organization within your community. Or maybe you'd put that money towards someone actually within your company, a family that's in need or a person that's in need. So it doesn't have to be that benevolent capitalism is always money donated toward an organization. It most assuredly can be given to individuals or to families within the company. When I originally started with this idea of benevolent capitalism within my jewelry design business, I actually started by designing a piece of jewelry for a woman that was in her early 20s. Her family was not financially well off, and they needed money for their daughter's medical care. And so I created a piece of jewelry, and when that jewelry sold, I donated 40% of the proceeds to this 22-year-old woman's family. And miraculously, people bought the jewelry, and the sweet woman was able to get the medical care that she needs. I share that story because you may again feel, as I said earlier, that this is just pie in the sky, that little ideas cannot make big changes, but they really can. Everything in life starts out small and builds upon itself until it ends up being so much more than it originally was. And although it's a much overused parable, when you put a seed in the ground, does it not eventually end up to be part of a mighty forest? So I encourage you, my friends, that working within a company does not negate being able to make capitalism something that is indeed benevolent. And these are just a few ideas I'm sharing. You'll come up with many on your own. And when you gather with 1 or 2 other people that you work with, I really do believe you'll be delightfully surprised at the ideas that others have about how you can help your community and how you can take money, something that has such a bad reputation for so many good reasons, how we can take that modality and create it into something that is truly beautiful and beneficial in practical ways. In addition to the garage sale and the company dinner, a third idea is to start a community garden. A way to do this through your company is to put out a notice that everyone donates a pack of seeds, and then choose a weekend day, a plot of land in your community where everyone meets, and together as a company, you plant these seeds. With all the little nuances of putting in little markers to show where the tomatoes are growing and where the green peppers are growing, everyone can add their own creativity to this project. And at the end of the day, in addition to your company gathering together on a local piece of land and planting this garden, which will bear truly fruit and vegetables to help and feed others. Also in this, there's bonds that will be created within your company when people get to know one another outside of the usual work environment. So my friends, I hope that this has given you a tiny bit of an opening into all the possibilities of how you and I can create capitalism as a benevolent tool to help others. If, my friends, the system of capitalism isn't going away anytime soon, then let's be proactive agents of change, because you have a beautiful heart and so many of your coworkers do also. And together, we really can create a better world. It doesn't take someone high up, important, quote unquote, who has a lot of money to bring about change. Because if you look at the course of history, the great change makers were always, were they not, the underdogs, the most unlikely, the one who's often overlooked. Together we can create a beautiful world, one fundraiser, one community garden, one community dinner at a time. Believe in yourself, believe in this world, because I and God believe in you.